Hello, beautiful Ultimate Pregnant Core Squad. First of all, it's Dallas here. I know some of you, you've probably seen my face in the videos, but I haven't personally introduced myself, particularly to our new members. So I just wanted to say a big welcome. And also, secondly, to existing members, I hope you're going well. And as I mentioned, if you've had your baby, please post some baby spam because we love to hear about UPC babies arriving. Now, I also just wanted to mention, I'm probably speaking to the wrong crowd, but there's a few ladies that have come into the course who are in the course who are not on Facebook. So I am going to send out an email to see if anyone wants to do a Zoom call, which is like a little bit of a live, but you guys also get the opportunity to talk back to me. So we might do that in a month or so's time. But if you are interested, just post below and let me know, particularly, if you're still going through the program or you need a bit of extra motivation or you've just had a baby and you're wondering about modifications, that's what I'm here for, okay? I don't want you trying to navigate this on your own. Every day you wake up with a different body, whether you're pregnant or postpartum. So I'm here to help guide you through that. Now, what I wanted to talk to you today about, because I haven't had any questions come through, but if you do have any questions, feel free to post them below, even after this live, if you're watching the replay. I just wanted to talk about practice making things better, okay? So not perfect, and this is coming from a long time perfectionist, but about practice making things better, okay? As busy mamas and mamas to be, often we try, or we sort of have in the back of our mind, it may be subconsciously, that things have to be perfect or 100% or I'm not going to do it at all. Okay, and for example, I know when I've run challenges before, I had feedback from a couple of ladies, so no one in this program, but when I've run other challenges and also in my other Facebook group, the BFAB Squad, ladies have said to me, oh yeah, I'm interested in the online program, but even doing this challenge, I go and I jump on to do the exercise and then I just start scrolling through social media. So basically, I guess what I'm going to talk about is habits. So we need to have habits, but there's also in our subconscious and pre-programmed, all these, I don't like to say bad, but pre-programmed habits. So it's very second nature for us every day, and I even do it as well. As soon as you pick up your phone to start scrolling, okay? It's a habit your brain has got into. So try to switch that to a healthier habit or maybe a more positive habit, and I'm not saying get off social media, but if you do have a goal and you are limited in time, okay, just tell yourself, all right, for the next 5 minutes, I'm not going to scroll. I'm just going to start moving my body for 5 minutes and see how that goes, okay? Doesn't matter if the baby starts crying, doesn't matter if you get interrupted, but just give it a go for 5 minutes, okay? And you'll be surprised how those habits change and it becomes more conscious, okay? As we're talking about in our first module in the Ultimate Pregnant Core, when we're back to the new members doing the first module, and anyone else in the program is welcome to go back through it, okay? This is not an overnight solution. You do need to keep going back and revisiting things, and particularly things that you might find challenging, not only physically, but mentally to connect, okay? And a lot of this comes down to repetition and changing habits, which is amazing, okay? Because it means we can get stronger, more positive, leaner, whatever your goal is, more prepared for birth by taking consistent daily action, okay, towards whatever that goal is, and practicing habits. And that habit is just a habit for 5 minutes, okay? But again, we're up against these habits that we've been doing, which we've become very good at, these other habits, okay, whether that be scrolling on your phone or standing at the fridge, and looking at the food that you really want to eat but you shouldn't eat, and then you start having a conversation with yourself about how bad you are. So that negative programming, okay? So when we practice bad habits, we can get really good at those unhealthy habits. So that's why we need to start just pre-programming or becoming more conscious of connecting to our body physically and mentally for better habits, okay? And it doesn't mean you need to, get into your full active wear and clean out the fridge and, switch off the phone delete all your apps, okay, for this to work. It just means mentally saying to yourself, okay, today I'm going to spend 5 minutes focusing on my pelvic floor exercises, okay? And that'll make a big difference, okay? And if you do that every day, that consistency really adds up, and that's where the results happen. And it is excellent as well for you to prepare for when your baby arrives, okay? Because you're going to have to work within these snippets of time, okay? Babies are particularly unpredictable, living off no sleep as well, and you can come back and do just a little bit of a workout in a snippet of time. And it doesn't have to be the whole workout, but just the fact that you've mentally done it and you've mentally moved your body and been mentally prepared to commit is a really, really positive thing. So let's start making that a little bit more conscious. So I guess if anyone's got any questions, because I guess the main thing is it's not just about the physical movement, okay? This program, and that's why we start with the module Conscious Core, is actually reprogramming your neural pathways. Your deep core, okay, as we talk about in the program, you can't see the core of a whole apple, so we really want to target this deep core. Your deep core is really hard to connect to mentally, okay, because it's not something we feel, or if we've been doing exercise previously, we're used to feeling the burn in our six-pack or the crunches, okay? And we sort of have to reprogram that burning feeling doesn't necessarily mean results, okay? And it's not something you want to have while you've got a baby in your belly. But we need to mentally and visually connect to that deep core, particularly by slowing down our movements and focusing on our breath. And once we get this foundation right, that is how we move through the next layers of the course, okay? So then we start adding more movement, a little bit faster, a little bit of resistance. But if we don't have this first foundation, the neural pathway connection to the deep core combined with your breath, it becomes really hard to do those next layers correctly and get the best results, okay? And I guess what we're ultimately working towards is the biggest workout of your life, which is either a C-section or birth, okay? Both are challenging on the body during and after when they happen, okay? So we really need to make sure we've got this foundation, this mental connection, this breath connection, and learning to use exercise and movement to connect to your body rather than just a tool to change it. All right, so if anyone's got any questions, particularly if you are trying to reconnect with your body, particularly that deep core and pelvic floor as you move through Conscious Core. And I know there's a lot of information in that first module and quite a bit to digest. So just let it marinate, okay? Even though it's an 8-week program, you've got lifetime access. So you don't need to do this overnight, but you do need to make it consistent and make healthy habits happen. So try and choose 5 minutes a day if you can, whether that just be connecting to your breath and breathing, so lengthening down through your breath and feeling your breath move away from your throat, move away from your chest and down to here, just above your rib cage, which is also challenging if you've got a baby in the way too, to find that connection. But just sitting there and allowing those deep breaths down to your diaphragm, which is going to activate your core from the inside out. And making that the foundation is such an amazing thing to do. And you're going to carry that throughout your pregnancy, throughout your workouts, during your birth, and especially during your recovery and busy motherhood. So I hope that helps, guys. Any questions, please reach out, and also let me know, as I mentioned at the start, if you want to do like a little conference call. Anyone, you know, any members are welcome to do it, because I know not everyone is on Facebook. So please just shout out. I'm actually going to probably download, if I can, if Facebook lets me download this, I might send it out in an email too, so those ladies who aren't on Facebook get to see it as well. And then you can all let me know if we do a little Zoom call, a little conference call that we can all dial into and have a chat. All right, have a great day, and wherever you are in the world, enjoy consciously connecting to your core.